It's me, and I'm not Mario. So, yeah, let's get to tonight's business at hand. This live right here with your man's in there. So, I'm gonna sit around here for a second and wait for you guys to populate the universe. And what better way to sit around and wait? Oh, it's Diesel first in the building. What is that? Oh. Oh. Okay. Welcome to the Tear Dome. Gotta get me a border. I know what you're asking, D. What are you getting a border for? Oh, Gray, what's up? What's up? What's up? That mean Gray in the building, cause Gray said, "What's up?" There he is. Okay. What up, Gray? This what's up. I love this cover. Oh my god, I love this cover. That is dope. Gonna talk about this. Well, I ain't gonna talk about it too much because I am going to do a full video on it. So I'll probably show y'all like a couple of pictures, maybe. But other than that, I want to just kind of try to keep it, nice and on the DL. I don't want to spoil the experience, and I also don't want to spoil my video. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing today is I am going to have visual accompaniment. That's what I'm going to start doing. Mainly to try to alleviate the issue of when people come in, no matter what time they come in, they're like wondering, oh, what's the topic? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to ask that question. And I don't see Ooh. Hey, you know what? There's another map of Wakanda. Like, we need another map of Wakanda, yo. We got a whole damn book about maps of Wakanda. Why do we need another map of Wakanda? Oh, my goodness. People are steady blow up shooting my phone. Okay. So, it's just me and you in here today. It ain't going to be nobody else but y'all two. We have a shindig by ourselves. On something real. I will rock this mug out by myself. In other news, I got my red riding hood. It's a wire cape. I don't know if you can see that up close, but yeah, it's a wire cape. You look back, there's the hood right there. You can see the hood in the inside. So whatever shall derail be putting this red cape and hood on? Well, I will give you a hint. It ain't Red Riding Hood. So, yeah. Yeah. It is Loki night, ain't it? They going ham. They watching Loki, ain't they? Well, I mean, it'd be one thing if Loki was premiering like a movie or some shit like that. But the hood, no, not the. Although it could be interchangeable with the hood. I give you a hint. I am recreating a classic Avengers cover. I give you a hint. You can't see that. I'll raise that up. There. That's all I'm going to show you. That's all I'm going to show you. That's all I'm going to show you. A good eye and somebody with a history in Marvel comic covers should be able to figure out what that is. Oh, there's Theo. Theo B is in the building. And as if to accentuate my point, there he is. And he's playing Bears doing, oh, the Bears are actually winning. Great. So that messes up my picks for the week if they win. Yes, sir. Yes, you did see Wonder Man. And I don't think it's so much the fact that you saw Wonder Man as it is how you saw it. But I'm gonna let your great mind marinate on that. Meanwhile, like I told y'all, I will have subject matter to accompany my subjects. Well, visually. And just so y'all ain't aware, that's going to be the first topic of the discussion. Or specifically, I want to say he is going to be the first topic of discussion. First of all, I know a lot of people are saying, who the hell is this guy? And why is he so important to the conversation right now? Well, because my man is causing problems. He's causing major, massive problems. He's an offensive tackle. Okay? He played with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he played his college ball at Florida. Yeah, he was a Gator. He was with the Jacksonville Jaguars from 2019 to last year. Now, why are we talking about this guy? He is probably one of the most penalized players that we've seen in a long time. This man does not, in what is this, week 5? For the past 4 weeks, he has had at least 2 penalties, no less than 2 penalties called on him. So that's what, 8 penalties in 4, an average of 8 penalties in a 4-week period. Because I know in that Detroit game, he got flagged 4 times. So that's 10 penalties. Bruh. WTF. WT to the mother. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people who watch the Kansas City Chiefs very closely often say the Chiefs have a wide receiver problem. Okay. Now, let me just say this to y'all. The Chiefs have never had a wide receiver problem. Wait a minute. What you talking about? Didn't y'all lose Tyreek Hill? Yeah, we lost Tyreek Hill. But then the same year we lost Tyreek Hill, we won the Super Bowl. So again, I ask you, do we have a wide receiver problem? Lest we forget, this is a man who gets the ball to 7 to 8 different players a game. So, once more, I ask you, do we have a wide receiver problem? No, we got a damn offensive tackle problem. When you get called in every game, I can see if you get called in one game and then you go like 3-4 games and you don't get penalized again. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I got into a conversation with some people, with Chiefs fans. Okay, now there is a huge difference between Chiefs fans and people who watch football. Okay, now I hate to say it, but the fans of a particular team are always overzealous. In some instances, myself included. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than my team. Ain't nobody, and technically, there ain't. I mean, if the Super Bowl champion is a measure of how good a team is or isn't, then technically there is currently nobody better. Unless you count us getting beat by the Detroit Lions by 1 point. So we have an offensive tackle problem. And specifically a Jawaan Taylor problem. Yeah, I said it. I will say that shit out loud. Okay, you can sit around and piss and moan about receivers all day, but if Patrick Mahomes is getting the ball to people, to running backs, to receivers, to tight ends, to eligible receivers, we do not have a receiving problem. A receiver problem is not a problem if there are other people on the team receiving. How do we account for a crappy tackle problem, for a crappy offensive tackle problem? You take the crappy offensive tackle out of the game and replace him with an offensive tackle that's not crappy. Or maybe Andy Reid's philosophy is he'll get better. That's possible. He's only been in the league 4 years. He came into the league in 2019 and played 2019 to 2022. Well, 2019, 2022 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. How good was Jawaan Taylor with the Jacksonville Jaguars? That should tell you everything you need to know about Jawaan Taylor right there. My man is an offensive tackle that played for one team for 4 years, and they thought we should trade him. Tackles stay on a team for years. If there ain't nothing wrong physically with that tackle or offensive lineman, the best example I can give you is Jason Kelsey. He done been injured so many different times. I mean, granted, he's long on the tooth, but at the same time, I don't get why people are like, there's nothing wrong with the offensive line. If I know you're going to jump off sides, if I know you can't hold my best defensive player, I'm going to send my best defensive player at you every time. You can't see how something like that could be inherently bad over time. It's week 5. Everybody done seen you. You're beginning to look a lot like an Achilles heel, Jawaan Taylor. And if the Chiefs want to be exploited, Jawaan Taylor is a real good way to do it. Now, when y'all see this stuff happening in football games, remember who said it first. Remember who was the first person that was talking common sense and wasn't looking with red and yellow and white star-colored glasses. Okay, oh, they're gonna be all right. No, you're not gonna be all right. When I got somebody on the line that I know I can make hold, I can make that man hold me at will because he can't stop me. That's a penalty against y'all every time. You could get 100 yards in penalties on holding calls. You can get 100 yards in penalties for a man being lined up incorrectly. These are the things that Jawaan Taylor is being called on. This is shit an offensive lineman should know. You should know not to hold as an offensive lineman. You should know not to line up improperly. But you get called for that 4 times in one game? Okay, here come week 5. We playing the Vikings. I wish you would hold somebody this week. I wish you would line up incorrectly this week. You know what I'm saying? That's redonkulous. Yeah, Gray. I gotta agree with you right there. Somebody messed up on the scouting report. Who told you this Negro was good? And that he would be an excellent acquisition to your team. And we just got him this year. So you can't say we need to give him time. Who's his backup on the depth chart? Start giving that guy some snaps. Start letting that guy play. I bet you there's a lineman out there hungry for his position. He's starting. Why does he get to start? He getting called for holding every other game. That's how I'd be if I was an offensive lineman for the Chiefs. Coach, put me in. Always be mindful of why a team is so willing to trade a guy. And that's my question. I get it because what? 2019? But we didn't get him until like 2-3 years later. We were rebuilding our offensive line after the Buccaneers Super Bowl and the 31-13 drubbing that we got in that Super Bowl, largely because our offensive line was devastated and Patrick Mahomes was running for his damn life the whole game. Now we got some people on the O-line who, Tunney is, a good offensive lineman. The guys we got on there that are on the offensive line right now, except for the one fella. Except for the one fella. You know what I'm saying? Here, give me a second. Okay. Trade up for Jawaan Taylor. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Doesn't look like a whole lot. It looked like they got him on a 1-year contract, Kamoya. I guess they trying him out for that 1 year. Y'all gonna try him out for the whole year? I can see right now, 5 weeks and he's garbage. I wouldn't need to keep playing him. I'd release him. That's just me. Free agents still at home are making phone calls for his position. That's my point. Regarding Taylor, as the song goes, one bad apple? You may have to clarify that reference because if you are referring to the song by the Osmonds, are you referring to that song, Bob? One bad apple don't spoil a whole bunch of girls? That song? Either way, it does if you ain't got no depth at that position. If there ain't no other O lineman to slip into that slot, yeah, that's a problem. That's a whole problem. A problem I'm not willing to deal with. Hit the likes, y'all. If y'all are digging what's being shoveled, go ahead and hit the likes. we can move on to another topic since I'm chiefing y'all to death. And don't nobody really want to talk about the Chiefs but me. I understand that, though. I really, really understand that. Pittsburgh fans, Chicago fans, Baltimore fans. I understand. I understand why you would not want to have it, especially Chicago fans. I know y'all don't want to talk about the Chiefs. I know they gave us all the business. Okay, then let's talk about some stuff y'all want to talk about. Let's talk about some stuff y'all want to talk about. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how people are unable to differentiate, how people are unable to separate the actor from the role. Why? Why? I mean, I know Theo said it a couple times in his video. There's a lot of cognitive dissonance going on, especially I appreciate that comment, Kamoyo Kid. Not as much as the Steelers, but hey, here we are. Y'all really need to examine that Mike Tomlin situation. I love Mike Tomlin, but y'all really need to examine that Mike Tomlin situation. Real spill on a dollar bill. Last week, I got hit with the comment of, I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving. He said, nice segue. Okay, allow me to clarify for the people that ain't. Is this. I posted on Twitter, and y'all know, right, every now and then I hit you with a T'Challa is a necessity, not an accessory. So if you hear anybody else saying that other than me, you know where they got it from. And I don't mind, what I'm saying, copyright pending or whatever. But someone said to me, I don't know about recasting T'Challa. I'm still grieving about Chad. Chadwick Boseman died in 2020. And same old talking points, which kind of leads me to believe that a lot of the kickback, a lot of the feedback that we get from anti-recasters is trolling. Plain and simple. Okay, because I know I have said on many occasions, and I got a short that talks directly to anti-recasters and haters and all of that. You understand, I control the horizontal, I control the vertical. Okay, you in the outer limits with your outlandish comments, and I'm gonna put you out of my misery. So don't come to me. It's basically what I say with that BS. Period. Okay. And it sounds like, a lot of people think that same thing. Someone's first exposure to something is usually their favorite version, but many take it to the extreme. Okay, I see that, D. Cecil, and I raised you this. I did a video on it, and y'all can go back and check it out if you want to. There's a character in Chinese lore called Qin Zhan. Made popular in a movie called Fists of Fury, starring Bruce Lee. That was 1972, if I'm not mistaken. 71 or 72, because Bruce Lee died in 73. I think 70. I'm going to go ahead and say 71. If I'm not correct, whatever. This role went on to be played, I'm sorry, 4 more times. 4 more times. Successfully. 3 times in a movie and once in a television series about Qinzhan in China. We got Jet Li. Who? Jet Li to play Qinzhan in Fist of Legend. We got Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen played Qinzhan. So we got to wait 20 years before we see another T'Challa. Fist of Fury was made in 1972. The remake, which is called Fist of Legend, starring Jet Li, was made in 90, I want to say 93, 94. So we got to wait 20 plus years to get another T'Challa. Is that when everybody going to be like, okay, all right, we can let somebody play T'Challa now? That's stupid. And why? Why, oh, why? And I said this last week. Why is the only character, when we have this conversation, why is the only character we equate in that way? Why is T'Challa the only character that could never be recast? And the reason I ask that is because this bullshit done popped up with Ray Stevenson and Baylon Skoll. And I know Theo done talked about it. I know he done talked about it. Now, we gonna recast Ray Stevenson, and there ain't gonna be no conversation about it. But as soon as we bring up the subject of T'Challa, radio silence. Exactly. That's what these fools think. Maybe in 10 or 20 years we could get a new Black Panther movie. But you recasting and resurrecting the hell out of everybody except. But that's to honor him. You're taking him out of the spotlight to honor him. You're no longer mentioning him to honor him. While that may honor, arguably, Chadwick Boseman, it most definitely does not honor the character of T'Challa. And yes, Theo said it best on his show. Cognitive dissonance. And it could be cognitive dissonance. Mr. Smith, thank you for putting me up on game. 94, 24 years after Bruce Lee died, it was okay to make a movie starring Qinzhan or about Qinzhan, where Qinzhan is the main character. What kind of crap is that? And what kind of logic is that? You played that role so good that we think no one else on earth can play it. Help me understand that logic. The Crow, starring the late Brandon Lee, they went the mental route with subsequent sequels. Didn't go so well. It's finally getting rebooted after almost 20 years. 20 years. Is 20 years the average for bringing back a character that died? No! General Thunderbolt Ross was recast immediately. In movie time, if 20 years is the median, and General Ross got recast in what, 8 months? How long is it going to take before we see a new Baylon Skoll? I've heard rumors about Liev Schreiber taking up that role. And you know what? I think Liev Schreiber would do great in that role because Liev Schreiber is a imposing presence. He looks scary in black, and I think he's got a commanding enough voice. But my point being, they're replacing him. They're recasting him. So this is going to be one more thing. This is going to be one more thing for Buckmeister to add to his list of effed up recasts, and you can't recast T'Challa. They're, they just firing them off. And make it make sense. Okay? I know plenty of people have said so. You are not honoring the man by not recasting the role. You are massaging the egos of emotionally vulnerable people. I'm not ready yet. I'm still grieving. You're still grieving? If you're grieving over a person you never met after 3 years, the problem ain't the actor. And the problem damn sure ain't the character he portrayed. The Crow did have a series starring Mark Dacascos. While he is a great martial artist, it took him a while to become a decent actor. But that's what happens when you take people out of their, place where they excel at and tell them, oh, you got to be an actor now. You know what I'm saying? Gerard Butler as Baylon Skoll. Yeah, he could work too. Theo said, but they still selling T'Challa merch, bruh. They selling the hell out of T'Challa. Well, actually, they're not selling the hell out of it. Really bad, man. Really, really bad that we got to sit and deal with that kind of stuff. Just what? How do? Well, they don't care, obviously, but they are obviously unaware of the visibility. Either they unaware of it or they don't care. Because how do you look, Disney as a whole, basically sending the message, will recast Caucasian actors, but we just gonna reboot and do some other shit when it comes to African American actors. Oh, we're gonna have his child. We're not, because there's no actor that could do that. So if it's because of the actor, that means no one else should play Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, or James Brown in a movie, since his portrayal was too iconic. For a portrayal to be iconic, let's just reiterate, you have to have something to weigh it against. There was no Black Panther movie before Black Panther. So how can it be iconic? It's the only one. Look up the definition of the word iconic before you start using it, Kevin Feige. Okay? I don't think that word means what you think it means. Kamaya believes Disney knows what it's doing. Disney has, you're right. The first time I saw some Black people in a Disney movie was Song of the South. Zippity doo da, zippity. That's what they think about us over at Disney. We should be shuffling and singing Negroid spiritual to white children. That's what they think about. Oh, we should be witch doctors, evil witch doctors. Mind you, Voodoo in and of itself is not evil. Imagine how you'd feel if I started calling Christianity evil. Imagine how you'd feel if I started calling Islam evil. Imagine how you feel if I started calling Judaism evil. I've said it once before, I'll say it once again, and I know Charles Xavier and Eric Lensher say it a bunch. It is the habit of mankind to fear and hate what they do not understand. And white people don't understand voodoo. Ask Bill Pullman. He was in that movie, The Serpent and the Rainbow. It's evil. Hey, Mr. YouTube 92. I love it when people say nice things. The thing is, it's either the blissfully ignorant or the willfully stupid that are having a problem with the recasting, because those same people will accept any other recast. Homie, you ain't never lied. Goodness. You say Song of the South definitely ain't. Song of the South is nowhere. Song of the South is one of them movies they put in that vault that they always be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like as soon as they put something in the vault, they pull like 5 things out. And then when you forget about that one thing that was in the vault, they pull that back out. So I feel like Song of the South is the only Disney movie in the vault, because Song of the South, when it was done, and you never saw that hell again. For real. Grandma Terrell says she loves Serpent and the Rainbow. It was an interesting movie. So you're at the recasting topic. Yes, Ashura. My aunt Ava K. Jones is a priestess. Yeah. And did she make a doll and have y'all all under her control? No. She's still Aunt Ava K. Jones. It's just like it's just like being a pastor or an imam or a rabbi. You just don't like it because it don't fall in the same. I'm not saying anybody in particular, but people don't approve of it because it doesn't fall in that easily definable category like all other religions. That's why it doesn't fit in a category proper. And so folks are like, nah, it's scary. I don't like it. She's holding a snake. She reached in his gut and grabbed something out. Nah. Take the same approach you take to the X-Men. It's different, but I'm willing to engage. If you don't like it after engagement, then you can say that. It's just like I tell children, okay, you tell me you don't like something. You tell me you hate this. Why? I don't know. That's stupid. That is the literal definition of prejudice, of discrimination. Okay, you have a reason you don't like it. Don't just say you don't like it. That's ignorant. Emphasis on the ignore. A lot of Disney animated movies were racist. Yeah. Yeah, they were. Those are the ones I call willful. Yeah, you know, they know what they're doing. They just don't care. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe that some of us are cool with T'Challa being in that vault with Uncle Remus. There are a lot of us. I think it was I was talking to May Kent in the comments, and I don't think what was it? She said something to me about about anti-recasters, and I don't think she made the connection that a lot of anti-recasters are black. At least all the ones I have, me personally, I have yet to meet a a white anti-recaster who goes as hard as your average black one. So let's say that. Skyline Designs in the building. Hi, Skyline, Miss Lisa Skyline. Okay. There's rumor online on some comic book news sites that Disney is once again worried about the Marvels by changing the title again. Ashura, at this point, IDGAF. The movie is either going to do what it's going to do or it's not. I feel like the movie of that quarter is going to be Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put some money on it. But I'm telling you, that's what's going to pull all the money around that time period. It drops what, December 20th, and the Marvels drops mid-November. I think, yeah, Marvels will be going bye-bye when Aquaman's coming in. So, yeah. And then y'all already, yeah. Front like Uncle Ruckus. Me too. Yeah, some. But by and large, Ashura, I'm telling you, the people that want to mix it up and the people that want to just keep raising the bar. I hate to say it, but it is. You know, I mean, there is a demographic out there that says, leave Ryan Coogler alone. He's trying to embrace the vision that he saw so that he can honor Chadwick's memory. There's a lot of them out there. There's also a demographic of people that say, who are you to tell the directors and actors what they should be doing as a fan? You know what my response to that is? A fan. Because that's who the hell you should be catering to, dummies. Everybody else going to jump on board regardless because they don't know. The people that know are the ones you should be trying to make happy. The people that don't know are going to accept whatever the hell you put out there. I could make Black Panther orange. The only people who be mad about it are people who've been rocking with T'Challa since comic books. They know T'Challa's costume is not orange. That kind of stuff. A lot of them are Steven from Django. Most white anti-recasters are LGBT. Yeah, those ones that somehow magically, mystically equate what I say to misogyny or misogynoir. You know what I'm saying? Oh, black women need their own form of hate. People that hate them. Why can't they just be the recipients of misogyny? Why does it have to be misogynoir? That's what makes me think that shit's designed directly to drive a wedge between black men and black women. You gave their hate a specific term. You know what I'm saying? Racism is racism. You don't call it black racism. Misogynoir. Misogyny is misogyny. We don't need a specific name. Oh, you don't pay attention to black women, so we need to let you know that's specifically for black women. And that's not a knock on black women. I need to say that real quick before somebody takes that snippet and and Courtney comes for me. You don't see a large group of loud, obnoxious, non-black fans trolling pro recasters. No, you don't. but I do see a large group of black ones. Who am I to tell Ryan what to do? Exactly, Ashura. Exactly. And that's what people are. You, why are you? Why are you? Did y'all get that same energy to them? To them Zack Snyder Zack Snyder Justice League fans? Were you telling them, who are you to tell Zack Snyder? Who are you to tell Joss Whedon? Did y'all tell them that? I bet they didn't. That part. A fan. And that's all I'm saying. A fan. Who are you? A fan, fool. The fan is who you need to be making happy. The fan is who you need to make sure is satisfied. Because you know what the fan's going to do if the fan is satisfied? The fan's going to tell people. The fan is going to sing that movie's praises. The fan is going to say, go see that shit. If you meet my expectations, I will ensure you. I'm sorry, not ensure, assure you that it will meet everybody else's. Because they just want to see a movie. They don't want to see a specific movie. Say, Beto. What up, my G? We talking about the recast thing. You know how we get down. Most non-black fans seem to be neutral on this issue, with some pro, some anti. Exactly, Diesel. By and large, this is an us issue. A few non-African Americans chime in, but it's an us issue by and large. Believe me, it's something designed to drive a wedge between black men and black women, because black women think black men don't want Shuri in the movie as the Black Panther. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I know I've said this very stuff about 5-6 times in different videos, in different lives, but yet and still, you'll get somebody somewhere who will call me a misogynist. When I done said 18 billion times on Twitter and here, they can exist together. Why do you have to have one or the other? They existed simultaneously in the comics. Why does that have to be so damn drastically different? I wonder how Coogler gonna milk Boseman's memory in the next movie because he killed T'Challa. You have nothing left. That part. You said a septum ring crowd. I have a girl with a septum ring who fixes my tea in the morning. I have learned that the very black folks who are silent when whites do something will be extra with you because they feel they can talk down on you because you are black. Ding, 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 ding. Don't you know Chadwick died is one of my favorites. Say you ignorant to the matter without saying you ignorant to the matter. That statement right there. You know Chadwick died? They weren't saying anything when the no T'Challa, no ticket didn't show up and showed out by not watching that film. No, because then that will call the attention to the subject, Gray. People like to look at problems, but they never want to look at the symptoms, the root of that problem. You know, every time somebody, like when I'm dealing with somebody who's temperamental and they come to me and I can see you pissed off, you mad, you angry, rah, rah. What you mad about? If you can articulate what you mad about, you can calm the hell down. If you can't even articulate why you're mad, and a lot of these people, they can't articulate why they're anti-recast because all they're doing is regurgitating information. That's what that "don't you know Chadwick died" thing is. Yeah, fool. We know Chadwick died. Why do you think we're asking for a recast? Asshead. House versus Field. That's pretty much that's it. That's it. That's it. Period. Lack of creativity. So many ways to do the sequel without T'Challa, and he could still be alive. That's all we were saying, Paul. That's all we provided those ways in videos. I know Theo did at least 4 or 5 videos. I know I did 4 or 5 videos. And I know there's a bunch of other people who did a bunch of videos. And man, the blip, motherfucking it occurring before the blip. The blip was the perfect excuse to bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But nah, we got to kill him off right after the blip. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what tells me that was a concentrated effort because there was no wiggle room at all. And you got this. And if I just put people in a room and let them cry, ain't nobody going to question it too much. Let this big old giant man, Winston Duke, let him come on an interview and cry like a little. Let me stop. Like, I honestly like making them feel stupid when they make such comments. Ain't enough good MCU Wakandans left. You ain't got nothing left but women. And I don't say that in a misogynistic way. I'm just saying. Let's look at the cast. Let's see who's left. The guy with the plate on his lips. We know he's not doing anything. Who else? Where the men's at? Where the male care? Oh, M'Baku. I believe they said good. Y'all turn M'Baku into a clown. So yeah, that what y'all like to do. Make mugs look clownish. It isn't about women with a septum ring. It is a certain group of faux feminists who make the septum ring their badge. I work with a sister with a septum ring. She pointed that out to me when I met her. Well, no. What I meant is a gal with a septum ring. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying what she was or wasn't. But she fixed my coffee. I mean my tea. Well, she fixes tea and coffee. Depends on what I want that day. Yep. If I had a dime for every time I heard, don't you know Chadwick's dead? Beep, 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 bop, bop, boop. Don't you know we need time to grieve? Beep, beep, bop, bop, boop, boop. They did recast him. Beep, beep, bop, bop, boop, boop. Stop. I want to hear that shit no more. It's the MFU to me now. So it's MFU2 until T'Challa returns. That's why I'm like, why you keep asking me about Marvel stuff? Why? Y'all know how I feel. Why are you asking me? You know, I'm not expending any shekels for that shenanigan. Okay? I'm not. So are you planning to? No. Are you gonna? No. If you ask me and that shit's MCU related, the answer is no. Now, if you want me to do a video on it, then I'll do, my proper research and all of that and, do what I got to do. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? And then I get that to you. What tea do I drink? Pretty much every weekday morning, I have a vanilla chai with oat milk and cinnamon powder. And sometimes I will get 2 espresso shots in it to get me along on my day. That's what I do. You also have a lot of popular POCs speaking on the matter who are wrongfully considered subject matter experts on anything Wakandan. Yeah, because I want to know how a lot of people on YouTube suddenly became Black Panther experts, especially women who don't read comic books. How are you a Black Panther expert or qualified to give folks advice with regard to recast T'Challa? It was a few of them. And I'm like, I got 3 questions. Do you read comic books? Do you think T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman are the same person? And do you think pro recasters are misogynists? If you can answer those 3 questions with sense, I hear what you got to say. But if you say some dumb regurgitated shit to those questions, we can't even have a conversation. And that's why you will never see me debating somebody that don't have the ammunition to debate. You can't debate me. So why would I even condescend to do it? When they ask you about MCU stuff, you know it's about them because they feel guilty for caving into the MCU. Then perhaps they should be made of sterner stuff. Speaking of Black Panther, boom! Oh, by the way, in this comic book right here, they are encouraging you guys to go to the Marvel website and give your opinions about the Ewing run. Man, we need to do that. I think we need to look up together like in mass and hit them like that. Cause bruh, they say that might your response might be answered directly by Ewing. So, fellas, ladies, let's get on that. My dude. Were you actually researching that, D. Diesel? Did you research that? Good for you, sir. Yes. The answer to that question is yes. My question is, where were you in 1966 when an anti-recaster speaks? That should shut all of that shit down, Mr. Smith. When I saw Stevie Nicks say she doesn't want to continue Fleetwood Mac without McVeigh, I understand that. Yet I don't get anti-recasters. Wow. That's a hell of a reference, Paul. There was a lot of swapping going on in Fleetwood Mac. So, and a lot of people getting treated like crap. So, yeah, I 150,000% understand that. They don't want to continue because me personally, I can give you my opinion. I believe after Black Panther #1, they saw the potential of what Black characters could become, that Black characters could become greater than white characters, that Black characters could actually be iconic. To be quite honest, they should have saw that shit when Blade came out. When the first Blade movie came out, you should have saw you were sitting on a cash cow and started trying to do a Black Panther movie then. But it's like, oh, we just gonna let Blade stand out here on an island and we ain't gonna give him no Black characters from Marvel to back him up because we see folks went ham over Blade. And you can say what you want to say, Blade saved Marvel. Blade saved Marvel. Period. Point blank. You can argue all you want. One shall stand and one shall fall. Oh, that one. I thought you were made of sterner. I like that. Yeah, it is, huh? Some people truly believe the actors and characters are one and the same. I first saw that when people were talking about soap operas. Yeah, I can't stand Erica Kane. Her name is Susan Lucci. And when she goes home, nobody calls her Erica. I got a couple of them coming, so stay tuned. They knew it was Wesley Snipes. They knew it when Wesley Snipes was, yeah. Oh, we can't let him because he blew it out the water with Blade. Oh my God! If we make him the Black Panther, oh no. What reason would you have not to make that movie? Because he was going to do it on his own, and they wasn't going to be in on the cheddar cheese. Oh, that's our IP. You can't have our IP, Wesley. Damn sure don't want to give us a black man who is a badass fighter and a genius. Yeah, because they don't have a Mr. Terrific movie either. And the Mr. Terrific they gave us in the CW, what my man Bubba say? Trash. He was trash. He was total trash. I did not like that, Mr. He wasn't Mr. Terrific. He was Mr. Slightly Interesting. Yeah, that's why he had to do it or had to attempt to do it through Amin Ra Productions. But they would not release the IP. That's why he couldn't do anything. He was set to go. Business. You can be a dick in business and nobody will notice. And that was a dick move on Marvel's part. We ain't going to give you the IP. You ready to go. You all set to rock it out. We ain't going to give you the IP. They're in their minds, they say, I'd rather be a hater than watch you win. I'd rather blow us all up than see you make it to the top. And that's what I feel like they do and are doing. We're going to make these movies trash on purpose. So you will not want to watch them. That part right there. That part right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's because I think we're all nice and mad now. So let's slide over into this, and I'm gonna give y'all. Well, I'm not going to give you the whole book. I'm going to give you a couple of sneak previews to give you that. That I want to whet your appetite for Black Panther. How about that? Once again, we've got my man Mac Chater on pencils, and of course the incomparable Ms. Ewing breaking the story down. This cover is by Torrin Clark. I absolutely love this. That is a fantastical looking freaking cover. Kamayo's fired up. All right. And I ain't gonna give away too much of the story to you. I'm gonna just show you some things. Here's T'Challa in action. And we see that shield doing its thing. So now, my question is the rest of the suit proof against bullets? And we know he's got some vibranium, but we don't know how much vibranium. Oh, you got to catch up, Kamaya? Yeah, this is getting ready to be issue 5. I did my issue number 1 review with Chillmonger. But then Chillmonger decided he wanted to seek out greener pastures. And so I've been doing my, well, I'm dolo to do my Dolo regardless. Also, we got more of these guys. Now, before y'all start reading, I want to take that away. And I will give you this much. There is a fairly good deal of action in this book. And I think people who have been waiting for T'Challa to put hands on some people, you're going to get your wish in this book. Because T'Challa touches a few people. He touches 1 or 2 people. They get touched. And they get touched real nice. And long story short, I just want to show you this last picture, and then I'm going to be done. Okay. Go and pick up your copy of Black Panther number 5 by Ewing and Mac Chater. You will not be disappointed. Also, I picked this up too. I'm gonna go back and read this. I want to see how good this is. I know Ann Nacenti does the story, and the art is by Sid Katian. I ain't never seen his art before, but I'm gonna check this storm out. I know it's a 5-issue series, at least so far. I want to see what it do. Chris Allen and Mac Chater are both 2 A1 artists. I kind of think I'm feeling Chater slightly more. I'm inclined to agree with you, Mr. YouTube. I think his art is slightly better. Slightly. That ain't no knock on you, Chris. So don't come looking for me, man. I'm feeling you too, bro. You my Stormbreaker. Okay. What okay, we're about an hour in. It's unboxing time, kids. It's unboxing time. It's unboxing time. It's unboxing time. It's unboxing time. If you haven't commented, if you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. I wish I had Do What You Like playing right now while this was scrolling. And I was getting prepared to give you what I'm getting prepared to give you. We're unboxing, kids. We're unboxing action figures that I've gotten for the past, I want to say like 2 weeks. I've been grabbing the action figures for the better part of 2 weeks. I have been waiting to spill a couple of these things on y'all, and I got a few classics I want to share. Some stuff I'm going to open, and other stuff I'm just going to show to you because if we're being honest, there are a lot of these figures around, and I think they're kind of cookie cutter. Let's do that. Okay. I told y'all already, that I copped that. Okay. What do y'all know? Tarantula. It is the tarantula. I remember first seeing the tarantula when comic books were 25 cents. So for a quarter, you could go to the store and pick up a comic book where this guy with with the unique footwear is constantly trying to kick Spider-Man. That's from the Spider-Man line. And this I copped simply because I do not have a Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I don't have a Ben Reilly. And Kamoyo thinks was he underrated when he got turned into a big tarantula man? Was that when he was underrated? Or was he underrated because he kicked good? Gray remembers Tarantula from Punisher War Journal. And y'all do know there have been two. Or to my knowledge, there have been two. Because the one that got turned into a tarantula man died. Correct me if I'm wrong, Diesel. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kamoyo. But the original tarantula got killed because he was a big giant tarantula thing. Like Batroc, he likes to kick it. Okay, y'all. Let's go with this one. Okay. It's a McFarlane. It's a McFarlane. I'm sorry, Theo. It's a McFarlane. I know you don't rock with McFarlane's too much, but we gonna make it do what it do. Okay? We are. Holy smoke. Oh, yeah, I got enough time. Okay, we are. You know what? I think I can kill two birds with one stone. And I think we're gonna get simultaneous here in the time that we have left. Because like I said, I got visuals. So since I'm multitasking, I shall challenge you. Welcome. I get some music for it. Welcome to Q&A. Welcome to the Q&A where we say you ask question and D-Real will try to answer it. We'll be working on that theme song too, guys. Just making it do what it do, gang. Just making it do what it do. I'm getting ready to pull Arsenal out for y'all here in a second. That's why you know it's a true unboxing. A true unboxing. I don't know why they do this. They should stop doing this with those bloody things. And it takes you forever to get them out of the plastic container. But if somebody got Q&A, holla at me. I am always willing to answer. And if I cannot, I will find someone who will. But it might not be today. Okie dokie. Batroc and the tarantula, because they're only supposed to be fodder. They were never meant to be used in any meaningful way. Because I know a lot of times when writers have deadlines, or they got give me a character, something. Yeah, I need a character to be a henchman for the jackal. Okie dokie. Folks are asking me questions. What Would you price a Bill Foster Goliath at 24 inches? Me, personally, no more than 120. A 24-inch? That's 24 inches. I can't even get it all in the picture. That's 24 inches. At the time, these were going for 20 bucks. Look up one of these now and see what it's worth. I would much rather price something and let it grow in worth. But yeah, no more than 120. Oh, what accessories would I give them? I would probably, because I know what a lot of companies do that make the more expensive action figures, they give them either like clothing or like armor, like Valiverse does. I would give you the Black Goliath with the blue and white costume, but also with the opportunity to accessorize that costume and give it the 70s look with the blue and yellow uniform with the collar and the midriff, and separate head sculpts, one with the super duper fro and one that looks a little more modernized. That would be my take on your boy Bill Foster. Would you like to see an animated Punisher versus Wolverine like that two-parter drawn by Jim Lee in Punisher War Journal? Yes, I would love to see Wolverine get shot in the face and the nuts and then rolled over by a steamroller. Yes, take my money. I will. Yeah. Y'all do a movie or a show like that. I'm in for flats. Anyway, this is Roy Harper, aka Arsenal. Who is Roy Harper? You know him better as Speedy, the sidekick, yes, of Green Arrow, and if I'm not mistaken, founding member of the comic book Titans. Yes, Speedy was a founding member of the comic book Titans, right? Am I tripping? I know, recent iterations, but and people only see the George Perez, Marv Wolfman version of the Titans, but a lot of people don't understand there was a whole Teen Titans comic book before Marv Wolfman and George Perez came around. And that team consisted of the sidekicks of the major heroes, hence the Teen Titans: Wonder Girl, Robin, Aqualad, Speedy. I like Speedy's bow. Excuse me, Arsenal's bow. That's a nice little red bow. He was also Red Arrow in the Justice League. Remember that? With the beautiful Alex Ross gatefold cover. Yeah. So we're going to put the bow in his hand. I think we're going to put the bow in his hand. Boo. There we go. There we go. Wally has the bow now. I mean, well, Wally, Roy. And he's got a quiver and he's got arrows that go in that quiver. That's a nice quiver. Oh, a nice size quiver too. And of course, the arrows. I like accessories. Can you tell I like accessories? In this particular figure, they're building a Beast Boy. And I'm like, when did Beast Boy get all jacked and buff like that? Guess I got to read up on my Teen Titans. There you go. Roy is accessorized. And then the only thing in here is Beast Boy's 2 legs. When did Beast Boy get this big, y'all? Did I miss a chapter? When did Beast Boy get that damn big? That's a leg. When did Beast Boy get that damn big? Ooh, y'all gonna have to change up the look on Teen Titans, family. That's a big fella. But that's my arsenal. I'm sticking to it. I like it. I wish it would have came with a Leanne that he could put on his back. That would have been interesting. That would have been an interesting accessory. Superhero babysitter. At least Roy's a good parent. You know what I mean? Roy takes care of his responsibilities. But we just don't like the way Roy helped that responsibility to come about. You're not supposed to be sleeping with your arch enemy, Roy, let alone freaking having a baby with her. Oops, you learned it from Batman. They're setting very poor examples for the sidekicks, aren't they? Very, very, very poor examples for the sidekicks. Next up, we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. Now, while Theo said he don't know if he wanted to collect this one right here, I did. And so, since we all on this secret invasion kick, you know what I'm saying? We talk about secret invasion and my man's in them. Here is a comic book accurate version of the secret invasion. So here we go. We get this big old pack right here with these 2 figures. Let's see what we get with the Skrull Queen and the Super Skrull. Who said that? Roy liked them villainous cheeks. Roy liked villainous cheeks. Come on, yo. Okay. Here we go. They got her decked out in her original Spider-Woman gear. And then the accessories just kind of come with. So we're going to look at Spider-Woman first. Ooh, Theo, look. It's the Thicky Ricardo Spider-Woman. Oh, looking now. Jessica never looked better, did she? Jessica got a future behind her, don't she? And look at that side view. The front view. My goodness. Jessica Drew looked like Taki from Soul Calibur, don't she? She's dragging a pair around, ain't she? Okay, so where are the accessories for Jessica? Okay, here we go. And, I think I just dropped something. Did I just drop something? Did I just drop something? No, I think that was paper that fell. We're going to go ahead and assume that was paper that fell. Give Jessica Drew her due by putting the wings on. And apparently, the wings gonna go in back. Okay. I see what's happening. Do y'all watch? Did y'all ever watch that Spider-Woman TV show? The Spider-Woman cartoon that came on, and she was flying around. She wasn't gliding. She was just flying. Like, how's Spider-Woman flying? But nobody ever takes the time to be comic book accurate a lot of times, I don't think. Here we go. There's Jessica. Winged out. There you go. See that, Theo? Winged out. Do you have an extra T'Challa and Nakia on hand so you can do the swap the show was scared to do? Not right here, but bro, trust you me, it's scary. Scroll Queen. Oh, you please believe I'm putting this on Nakia. You please believe it. Yep, Nakia is going to be a Skrull. Hey, what we say? If they can't tell the story they need to tell your own damn story. And that's what's getting ready to go down. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, these are Skrull accessories. Accessories for the Skrull. This is the Venom Blast effect and the extra set of hands. And that's what we got. Dang. Act like they don't want to come out. See there? That's the Venom Blast hand. That's the Venom Blast hand. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool effect. Let's move on to the Super Skrull. Because I also have the Super Skrull Builder figure from the Fantastic Four line. I'm gonna put these two gonna link up. There you go. Nice little Super Skrull there for you. He ain't got too much going on. Oh. And that comes off. Almost looked like the Super Skrull that got broke down by T'Challa, but he was Iron Fist and he was all martial artsy and Wolverine. But there you go. That's your Super Skrull. I know there's another Super Skrull, but that one's kind of Black Bolty too. So we don't want to overdo the Black Bolt thing. Just get a couple Skrull heads and some arms. Make it do what it do. Speaking of arms, this particular Super Skrull comes with an arm, I believe that is Iron Man armor. And a stretchy one. So that's what we're doing for the Skrull here. But we ain't going to do that. Yep. She's going to be. And yes, I have Clerk. Clerk comes with 2 separate heads. So, yeah, we could totally have these two meet up and scrap it out to see who's going to serve the queen the most directly. You know how people, villainy amongst villains, and they fighting, villaining off and doing dumb villain shit, So yeah, that, the Skrull Queen and the Super Straw. Now, for my OG heads in the building, this next one is for y'all. Now, it's Chesney. What's up, Chesney? You got back from doing some comedy at an open mic, catching the stream. What up, man? You should come up here and do some comedy, man. You get a chance. We got a little spot you could probably do some comedy in. But get at me, man. Message me on X, Twitter, whatever the heck they calling that, or Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I can give you some deets, man, and we can, sit down, do some stuff, man. I believe in putting people on, so yeah, holla at me, bro. How many of y'all out there remember the movie Big Trouble in Little China? This figure holds a very special place in my heart because, come on now. Y'all been to the movies? Did y'all see Big Trouble in Little China at the movies? Bruh, it's something about when lightning starts, doing moves and lightning jumping off his arms and bruh. That part right there, bruh. I knew, man. That was my next question. When they come out with a figure for this? Even back then, even in 86, I was like, when they coming out with a figure for this? Yeah, they got lightning. I haven't seen the other two storms. That should tell you something right there. He was clearly the coolest one. Yeah, that's how a lot of people look at him. Only thing I don't like about this figure is the height. I wish they could have got him at least up to 6 inches. You know what I'm saying? He a little fella. He 4 inches. I think he's 4 inches. Let me bust my ruler out. He's a 4-inch figure. Oh, you have performance issues. You only got 4 inches. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. He's got 5 inches. What you looking at? Right there. Let's talk about the articulation. What kind of articulation this thing got on it? Oh, you can pull that cape back so he can. That doesn't stay on very well. Anyways, though, that's already a demerit against it. That articulation, so. I guess this is a case of it looked much cooler in the box. Lesson learned. Yeah. Even with the lightning effect on it, I don't think that does much more for it. Oh, you know what? It's okay. I'll just stick to the memories of the film. You know what? I'm going to take a rating and I'm going to customize it. Just what I'm gonna do. Because y'all should have they should have put more effort into the best figure of that whole movie. Y'all, you have failed me, Starscream. You have failed me. Yeah, Starscream, you kind of failed. So they can't all be home runs, huh? I like the way that thing sits down across the front of it, though. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take that back to the drawing board. And I'm gonna give y'all a worthy lightning. Yes, LJ. I have seen that Renegade Shadow figure, and boy, does it come with accessories. He's got a whole nother outfit he can put on. You know what I'm saying? An outfit that you take off of him, and he's got one underneath. I'm like, folks be sleeping on Fortnite, man. Fortnite got some nice figures, y'all. If you want to get you some shop figures, man, you might want to rock with that Fortnite. But are y'all ready for the Pise Resistance? Boom! It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. This is my Purgatory Thor. All the way from China. Now, normally, yeah, no horse shit, Jack. It is not shaking the pillars of heaven. This one, however, let me get that out the plastic. I don't think y'all can see it real good. Pull this here plastic off of it. Now, I'm going to tell you what attracted me to this figure. The skin color. See how he's almost kind of tannish looking, kind of dark? I am going to paint his hair black. He's finna be Black Thor. And now here we go. That's Thor. He's got some fair articulation. He's got the usual 22 points. You know what I'm saying? Arms will go straight out. Arms go straight out. He's got some head movement. So yeah, we ain't losing. So far, so good. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Damn, that's heavy. That got some weight to it, bro. If you put this on Thor, he ain't doing nothing but standing. He's not going in no kind of action pose. There he goes. And guess what? Thor's got accessories. Like he's Thor. He better have damn accessories. And that is what his accessories consist of. It's got that double on top. So this is very well packaged, by the way. Pop this top part off. And then you can get at the stuff underneath. This is Purgatory Thor's hammer. Isn't that snazzy? He hold this thing, he'll probably fall over. Oh, okay. We've got to get the grip hands on. He's got 3 sets of hands. He's got grip hands, clutching hands to hold, of course, his Mjolnir. Then he's got regular old, I'm just walking around the neighborhood type hands. So let's pop one of those off and get that I want to hold your hand on. Oh, the bands come off. Nice. Okay. Thor's a busy fella. Thor's a busy fella. He's got lightning to cause and thunder to make. And so here we go. That's Purgatory Thor right here, y'all, with the full regalia on. That's a girthy, heavy ass figure. But he is going to be a part of my Thor core. And y'all photo sessions to be dropping sooner than later. But yeah, that is your Purgatory Thor, ladies and gentlemen. And comes with his own action stand. So yo, what y'all think about Purgatory Thor? Moyo likes the Thor. Okay, y'all. Dig. That has been my action figuring presentation, y'all. Oh, good question. Yeah, that's Shadow Fort. Yes, and that's the kind of he's got that kind of chest plate. And who makes Fortnite figures? Hasbro. So guess who theoretically you could put on a Shadow Renegade for a head? I would use that one. That's the one I'd use. But that's just me. Thank you, Gray. I'm glad that you were here for the unboxing, bruh. And I'm gonna have to clean all this shit up. So I okay. Y'all coming in. He looking kind of right. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get down for the get down, y'all. I sometimes I end up with what everybody else has, but other times that's not what I'm aiming at. Okay. I also have the Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle, but my man Theo already put y'all on to the Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle. And I have the Snake Eyes Timber 2-pack that I just picked up. And I'm waiting for my my other Drizzt to come in, the one with his Panther with him. And then I'm going to do a side by side with those two, you know, the hero and his pet type of thing. I got a Blue Falcon. I wish I had a Dynamite to go with it, but you know, that just is what it is. Look here, y'all. Do you realize I have been bringing y'all videos roughly for like the past, what, 2.5 hours? So you've gotten your dose of D-Real for shizzle. Look here, y'all. I got videos that I'm going to be dropping probably tomorrow. I might drop one tonight. I've already got them on deck. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to put one out tonight or just wait till tomorrow, because y'all seem to respond more when I put videos out like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, because that's like what, 9, 10 o'clock y'all time. So that's when, you know, East Coast is digging in, Midwest is digging in. So yeah, I'll probably look for something of me at the midnight. Okay. Look here, y'all. I'm about to dipsy doodle up out of this noodle. And fret not, y'all. I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Oops. Now bye. I was having fun. Oh, I'm having too much fun today. Too much fun. So much fun, I can't shut my shit off. In the stream, you idiot.